Let's sit down and have a chat, guys, because this last week for me has been a bloody good week. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am some guy called Jack, and I am just bursting with positivity this week. It is seeping out of me. I am secreting No, I'm not secreting it. Forget that last part. That word's disgusting. Let me just go back a little bit. A few weeks ago, about like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was stuck in a rut. I was barely seeing any of my friends. I was eating crap. I was getting up. I was going to work. I was coming home, and I was sitting around depressed until I went to bed. And every now and again, occasionally, I would force myself to make a video for that week, and I just wasn't enjoying it at all. And I was getting more and more depressed, and I just didn't care at all. And now look at me. In literally like less than a month, I'm taking driving lessons. I've joined a gym. I've applied for a much better job than I already have. And I'm actually enjoying making videos again. Like, my bank account at the minute is draining faster than it like ever has, but it's all money that's being spent on worthwhile things that are making quality improvements to my life, like the gym, the driving lessons and stuff like that. It's all money that's worth spending. I'm not spending it on just rubbish. For the first time in so long, I am making genuine positive changes to my life. I couldn't tell you exactly when it happened or what triggered it, but I think at some point lately, I seem to have acquired the ability to sort of listen to what my mind and my anxiety is telling me and just saying no. I mean, it doesn't sound like much if you don't like get that sort of thing in your head. It doesn't sound like much to just be able to say no to your own mind. But Jesus Christ, that is a huge, like, zero gravity moon step in the right direction for me. Driving lessons, I told myself that I wouldn't be able to handle it. That the pressure and the stress would be too much and I just wouldn't be able to take it. So I should use money as an excuse, or lack of money as an excuse, and just not bother. Speaking to friends, don't message them. If they wanted to speak to you, they would message you first. So don't speak to them first, because you're probably bothering them. You want to join a gym? Absolutely not. No, don't bother. People will be staring at you. People will be laughing at you for doing it wrong. And you won't stick it out, and you'll just feel even worse about yourself than you already do. You want to apply for that job? Don't. There's more people who have more experience than you. You didn't get the last one that you applied for, and you're just setting yourself up to fail. Again, really? No, 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 and no. I'm taking driving lessons, and I think I'm managing it. Is it stressful? Yes. Is it terrifying? Absolutely. But I'm doing it, and I feel like I'm doing quite well. I have just as good a chance at that job as anyone else. More, in fact, because I know the team quite well. I'm friends with the team. They all want me on board, and I've been watching them do that job for the last 2 years. I will message my friends whenever I want. I'm sure they're happy to hear from me, and I know that it makes me feel good when friends message me first, because it makes me feel loved and appreciated, and I'm sure it's the same for them. The biggest step for me was the last one. The biggest step for me was the gym. This one that I've joined, I had to book my first 3 sessions at specific times so that I could go in there with a trainer and make sure like one of the actual members of staff was there to let me in. So I was lying in bed before my first session just thinking, don't do it, don't bother, don't go. I literally just couldn't bear the thought of being in a room, out of my element, making a fool out of myself, whilst everyone just stood around and watched me and laughed at me. I know it sounds like kind of crazy, but that is genuinely what I was thinking would happen. That is genuinely a possibility. In my head, that was genuinely what was going to happen. But I stood up, I got out of bed, I stood up, I walked to the gym, and with my brain screaming at me, what are you doing? Turn around. What the hell are you doing? I pressed that bell on the outside of the door, I went in, and I was genuinely shocked at the number of people that were staring at me in there. Out of everyone in that gym, the grand total of people that were staring at me came to a whopping 0. 3 sessions later, and I am feeling really good about it. So I suppose the reason that I'm making this video, aside from just like a general life update on where I am at the minute, is to let anyone else like me, because when I did my mental health video, I know a lot of people said they related to some of the things that I was talking about. So I guess I just wanted to let anyone else know that if you've got like anxiety, or you put yourself down in your head, or you get freaked out or worked up about stuff, it is possible to change. I'm not saying I'm cured or anything like that, because there is a long way to go before I go anywhere near that sort of word. I don't even know if you can be cured of this sort of thing, or if it's just something that sticks with you forever, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. I'm well aware, trust me, I am really well aware that it is extremely difficult to sort of get into that mindset, and I wish I could tell you what triggered it for me, even though it would probably be different and unique for each individual person. Just take a small step. That's all it takes. I still can't drive. I don't have that job. Well, yet. I mean, I'm hopeful. I don't have that job yet. And there's no like physical change been made from the gym yet, because I've only been 3 times. But the knowledge that I am doing something that's making a change, that I'm working towards something, it has boosted my confidence. It has boosted my mental health. I have been happier this last week than I have been in so long. It's crazy what it can do, just knowing that you're making changes in a life that you're not happy with. So as a final message, if you've got anxiety or any other sort of mental health issues going on that are trying to hold you back from doing something or making a change in something through fear or anything like that, just, and again, I know it's difficult, but just try and say no. Even if it's just a tiny thing, just take that tiny little step of saying no. Like for me, when I said I was lying in bed and I didn't want to go to the gym, the first tiny little step was get out of bed. Because I didn't want to get out of bed. I was too scared to even get out of bed. First tiny little step is get out of bed. And then each step I took towards the gym was another step, literally, in that case. Just do something tiny that puts you a little bit closer to where you want to be. Think about whatever it is that's holding you back and say no. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf has ruined that forever, hasn't he? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video was at least a little bit helpful to some people. If it was, be sure to give it a thumbs up, or maybe share it with a friend, because that would literally help me out just so much, sharing this video with a friend. Leave me a comment. Let's make it positive. Leave me a comment saying something that you've done recently that you're proud of, however big or however small. Just leave a comment saying something that you've done recently that you're proud of. Subscribe if you're not already, and make sure to follow me on all my social media, which will be down in the description, to keep up to date on my life and what I'm doing. And holy hell, that is a lot of stuff to add on to the end of a video, isn't it? Also in the description there is a link to the charity fundraiser that I'm doing. Any help with that would be super helpful. There is more information about that on the actual page, so follow the link in the description to find out about what I'm doing and how you can donate and how you can help out. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new... You've sent out these surrounding this over. It's a good if it's a bit like your hand when you have your open off. There's a love chat. I got your love like if you want the video to end on a positive note, then you can go ahead, click off now. I won't judge you. See you later. Everything's happy. If you want to know the full story, then stick around a little bit. I apologise for the terrible lighting, for me being all shaky, but I just couldn't be bothered setting everything up, my lighting, my tripod. Just couldn't be bothered setting it all up for this segment. About 4 days ago, I recorded a video. I was feeling really good about myself. Everything seemed to be going my way. I was super happy about everything. I was super happy about where my life was. And I said in that video, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, I feel like it's dropped. I don't even know why I'm including this. That video was recorded, edited, uploaded and scheduled for going up on Friday. I was super happy. Positive vibes video. Everyone's good. And I have since taken that video down to, it's 2 days now away from Friday, and I've just took the video down because I wanted to add a little bit on the end, because I feel like if I'm making a video like that, I should also share the other side of it if that comes up as well, which it has. Like I said, I am a long way away from being cured, if that's what you can call it. I was speaking to people from work, and because of other people's mistakes and me having to account for them, the job that I applied for is already looking like it's slipping away from me, and the closing date for applications hasn't even come yet. But it's not just that, it's... I mean, it's only one other thing, really, but it's a pretty big thing that's making me feel a bit down. It's my birthday next week. Just over a year ago, we had a house party. There were easily above 20 people there, and I loved every single one of them. And now that I'm trying to think of people who I would love to see on my birthday, I'm struggling. And the people who I do want to see seem to be busy. And I don't know if it's just that as we get older, priorities change and you have to deal with more adult stuff. Or I don't know if somewhere down the line recently, somehow without me noticing, I have lost a lot of friends. And the thought of that, the thought of me being sat on my own on my birthday, it nearly reduced me to tears earlier. I'm a lot better now than I was before, which is saying a lot because I'm not great right now. I'm part of this great YouTube community. I've got friends in this community who I speak to regularly and who I enjoy speaking to, and I appreciate them and I love them all, but I feel like they all live far away. And as much as I talk to them, I feel physically right now, I felt extremely lonely. I just feel like I don't have anyone at the minute. I've got family and I do have friends, but when it comes to people who I know would be there for me through whatever it is that I'm dealing with, someone who I could just send them a text and they'd be around at the house, I don't feel like I have anyone, really. I'm not going to say much else right now because I'm kind of bumming myself out more than I already am. I'm just going to watch some YouTube videos and go to bed because I've got quite a lot to do tomorrow. I've got a driving lesson at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to try and go to the gym after that, then get some sleep before I go on to a night shift, which is what I've been strong-armed and manipulated into doing through threat of losing a permanent position in a better job. But hey, that's life, isn't it? I might check back in tomorrow to see if I'm feeling any better in the morning. If I don't, then let's end on this bum note. Christ. Subscribe and all that. I'm normally happier, I promise. Or I normally pretend to be. That got deep. Wow. Let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer me being happier? Shall I just sort of keep these bits to myself? Or would you rather me be open and honest about how I am? Because I never know what people want. I'm always worried of bringing people down. But I thought if I'm going to make a video about how happy I am, I should also be truthful that it's not all glitter and rainbows. I'll see you guys either tomorrow morning or next week. Either way, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Catch you in a bit. I'm back. It's the next morning. There's a lot of traffic going on outside, so I do apologise for that. I just wanted to give a quick update because I'm feeling a lot better than I did last night. I've just had my driving lesson, which went okay. I'm going to head to the gym soon. Oh my god, I hate living on a main road. I'm going to head to the gym soon and hopefully get a couple of hours sleep before my night shift tonight. I'm feeling better. I know there's still stuff going on that's stressing me out. Feeling better than I did last night. And I wanted to end this video on a happier note than ending it last night would have landed on. So, this is that. Please do like and subscribe. I am currently 4 subscribers away from 300, so anyone who could help me out with that would be... I would love that. I would love that so much. Like, subscribe, social media, all that sort of stuff. Check out some of my other stuff, you might find that fun. This is just signing off the video, and I will see you guys next week with a new one. See ya next week.